Hey, this is Bobby Cobb with the Adams Center, and I'm here with a class preview today. Normally, I'm doing these as speaker previews. My guest is Ben St. John. Ben is a improv player. He has studied at Second City in Chicago and now teaches these classes. And we are absolutely thrilled that in Thursday in July, Ben is going to be running drop-in improv classes at the Adams Center from 7 to 9 on Thursday. Ben, thanks so much for making the time. Tell us a little bit about what a student can expect that comes to the improv class.
All right. Thank you very much, Bobby. Um, Anybody that would like to drop into my class on Thursdays from 7 to 9 can expect like an introduction to what is improv, my philosophy on improv, and how it, what what makes it good, what makes it bad, and everything in between. We'll have a ton of what's called warm up games where we kind of get on our feet, get used to the space, um, uh, do some introductions with each other. These are very playful, low stakes games that we are kind of getting used to, the group that we're playing with, and people's personalities, and kind of laughing together, I would say. After that, there's going to be a few exercises, I would say, that focus in on certain aspects. So during my classes, I usually teach a theme. So it might be object work, it might be character, it might be listening, and all of the exercises will be kind of pushing people toward that theme, and trying to help um, kind of everyone to have like little epiphanies of their own, to that is in line with that theme. So and then we'll probably do a little bit of scene work, which is just usually one-on-one, or two-person scene work or three-person scene work, to hopefully implement some of these new techniques and things that we've learned throughout the first part of class. And if there's time, we're going to do some games at the end, some real fun, like possibly, like if you've ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? There are a couple of real fun, real quick games that I like to end with. And then at the end of class, I like to do a debriefing session, which is just kind of a lessons learned. Everybody talks about what they liked, what they didn't like, maybe talk about the theme and how they saw it incorporated, give kudos to the other players in the room, and then I'll do the same. I might point a few moments out that really affected me and I thought were great,
Okay.
and then I'll finish up with any questions. So that's kind of what a normal class structure looks like.
Okay, that sounds cool. I've got a question for you. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and one of the things that I notice is many people from all walks of life, not just actors, not just comedians, but like corporate leaders and top salespeople and other folks, as they're going through their bio, very often improv is in their background, even if you don't think of them as a comedian. So clearly it benefits people from all walks of life. I heard a CEO the other day, and he said one of the things was studying with the groundlings in LA was a huge shift for him and kind of got his career off and flying. So for the person who doesn't necessarily want to be an improv player or be a comedian, what are some of the benefits of just showing up for the class and letting your guard down and playing full out?
Oh, uh, excellent question. I would say at the top of the list, and the reason why, professionals put something like improv on their resume is for the communication skills they learn out of it, the techniques of active listening. I think you'll probably agree with this, that sometimes in life you find yourself in a conversation where you're just waiting on your turn to talk. You just want to make your point. You're waiting for them to finish, and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. That is not a conversation. That is just statements being said at each other. And improv, what improv does is forces us to listen to what the other person within the conversation is saying, and actually responding to what has just been said. And it seems simple, but it's not as easy as a lot of people think. I think we get distracted by many things, and and you could go a couple sentences, or they could have gone a couple sentences without you even realizing, oh, there was a question there, or there was something that needed to be responded to. So improv is great training for the professional world, but also interpersonal relationships. I would say, whether it be a loved, a romantic relationship, or just a friend, or a family member. The idea of like really listening to what they have to say and responding to that, it makes for a much more healthy
Interaction.
relationship.
Yeah.
And the connection, and the idea of like being listened to, and the respect of that, like really makes somebody take notice about, like, oh, they listened to what I had to say. I mean, it doesn't mean you always agree with what they had to say, but to be able to internalize and come up with a response to that, versus just monologuing at each other and waiting on your
Right.
on your
Right.
turn to speak.
Yeah, I read an article not too long ago that in the article they suggested the number one block to effective listening is being too up in your head and thinking about what it is that you're going to say once your turn comes
Yes,
up. And a
yes.
different article that I read on rapport suggested that there is no better way to build deep trust and rapport and really enhance a connection with, as when you're all absorbed in the conversation of what the other person is saying, undivided attention.
Yeah,
That that you're
we all want to be seen, and that's in a weird way, being listened to is a giant way of being seen within a relationship. So that is a trust builder for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're really looking forward to it. This is a little outside of the box for what Adam typically does, but our community is very excited. If you're seeing this on Facebook or on YouTube, I would certainly invite you to drop in. And again, those are going to be in July, starting this upcoming Thursday, each Thursday from 7 to 9 at the Adams Center. That's located at 6000 C Street, the corner of Dowling and C. And we hope to see you there. Ben, thanks so much for making the time. I really appreciate it.
Oh, more than welcome. Thank you very much, Bobby.
You're welcome. Bye bye for now.